Hi YouTube family, a pleasant good night to each and every one of you. Hope everyone had a safe and productive day today. It's a very cold night here in Canada and I'm going to be sharing a recipe for chicken foot soup. I have my chicken foot here nicely washed with lime, salt and vinegar. I'm just adding some salt and black pepper. I have some yellow split peas here and some orange lentils that I'm soaking to add to the soup. Let's head on to the stove and let's prepare a delicious chicken foot and split pea soup. In a little bit of oil, I added the chicken foot, and I'm going to do it the way my mom used to do it. She would just fry it up a little, and this develops a very nice flavor for the soup. And wait until all the natural water is completely evaporated, and then we will go in with our split peas. Our chicken foot is nicely fried up. All the natural water is gone. I'm going to go in and add my split peas. And split peas will give the soup a nice base. I'm gonna mix this up. And I'm gonna add some water in here and I will pressure it for about 15 to 20 minutes until the split peas is completely melted and the chicken foot is nice and soft. So these are the provision I'm gonna be using to add to my soup today, and these are the back home provision, just like the ones we used to get. I have some green plantain, some back home sweet potatoes, some nice eddoes, and a piece of cassava. I'm not going to be using all of this, but I'll use a part of it. So first of all, we're going to cut up our cassava, and this is a good one. You want to make sure that it's nice and white inside. And I like to cut them into small pieces, like this. And then peel them for the soup. Chicken foot soup is a well-balanced meal that can be found any day on a Guyanese table. It is known for its nutrients and very popular in the Caribbean as a comfort food. Chicken foot soup is a popular Guyanese street food that you can find in the late night hours of Georgetown, the capital city. It is an easy access for all the late night travelers and the vendors and minibus drivers after a busy, bustling day in the street of Georgetown. It is also very, very comforting when you are sick or not feeling well. Even though chicken foot might not look so great, and I know a lot of people don't eat it, it is known for its rich collagen content and very high in nutrients. So if you never try it, I would encourage you to give it a try. This is something I've been eating since I was young growing up. We used to have our own chicken in our yard. They were the most delicious chicken foot, cooked any which way and form. I have some nice eddoes, and this is a must for soup. They are rich in iron, and I just love to have a piece in my soup. So I have all my ingredients nicely chopped up for the soup. I have some onions, some oregano, which is like a fine thyme and a broadleaf thyme mixed together. I have some broadleaf thyme, garlic, hot pepper, green onions, some carrots and a little bit of pumpkin. I have some ochros, spinach, and all my provision here. We're gonna head on to the stove and we're gonna start putting all this goodness together. So in some water, I added my pumpkin and my carrot. I'm gonna cook it for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna start building flavors. After 5 minutes of cooking the carrots and the pumpkin, I'm gonna add all my provision in the pot. And we're gonna slowly go in with the provision. Be very careful at this point. I just have a small opening here that I'm putting in the provision so I don't get splattered by the hot water. And then we're gonna add some seasoning in here. We're gonna go in with the oregano. We're gonna add some of the onions, some green onions, hot pepper, garlic and thyme is all going in right now. We're gonna add some black pepper in here. And for soup, I like to add a nice amount of black pepper. We're gonna give this a mix. It is smelling good. We're gonna cover it down for another 5 minutes, and then we'll come back to add our split peas and chicken foot into the pot. So our provision is looking good, and it smells, how it smells, Natalie?
It smells really good.
It smells amazing. So let me add my chicken foot and the split peas now. And this is the base that my mom always used to add to her soup. Look at that goodness that's going in there. Natalie, be careful because it might make a splash. Nice and easy. And let me get out all the goodness. So look at this pot of delicious goodness. So I'm gonna add my okra in here. I'm gonna go in with the rest of my onions and green seasoning. Everything smells so nice. And I have soup recipe for chicken, fish, all kinds of meat. I have a variety of soup on my channel because soup is one of our favorite food in my house. It's so comforting and it's so hearty in a cold night or any winter day. So I'm gonna go in now with some all-purpose seasoning, and you can add any ingredients in the soup of your choice. To make it as unique as you like. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of salt, and then we'll taste it later for more salt because I added a little bit on the chicken foot.
It looks really good.
Before I boil them. So I'm gonna let it cook for about 5 minutes before I taste for salt, but look at that goodness. The split peas really adds a beautiful flavor, texture, and helps to develop a beautiful gravy for the soup. Everything is looking good, but I still need it to cook some more. So for the soup, we're gonna make a little bit of dumpling, and I'm gonna make it the way my mom used to make it. I have a little bit of sugar, a pinch of black pepper, a pinch of salt. I have a teaspoon of butter, green seasoning. I have some baking powder here, and I'm gonna go in with my hands and mix all that goodness together. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of water. And this is the sticky kind of dumpling I'm making. It will have like a sticky texture. And you just drop a little bit at a time into the soup. And it's gonna be nice and like an airy kind of dumpling. So that's what I'm making today. If you can see, the dough have a different color from the brown sugar, and all that seasoning is peeping out. It's gonna be a delicious one for the soup. So let me check on the soup now, and then we'll add our dumpling in there. So the soup is boiling up like crazy, and I'm gonna taste at this point here to see if we need to add any more salt in here. I'm gonna just take a little tiny bit. It's hot. So we need a little bit more salt. That much, and we're gonna go in now and add our dumpling in there. With a spoon, I'm just making little tiny ones like this. They're gonna sink right down to the bottom, and then they'll come back up to the surface, and then they'll continue to cook for a bit. So I'm gonna get about 12 to 15 out of that little portion that I just needed, because I'm making small ones. And I know the kids will really enjoy these. That's their favorite part of the soup. So our dumpling is looking nice, and the soup is pretty much done. But right at the end, I like to add my spinach. And I can see why soup is so nourishful, hearty, and can recover anyone from a sickness, because soup is full of rich ingredients. We have spinach in there, okra, pumpkin, carrots, chicken, split peas. We have provision and all that good stuff. So it can get heartier than that. I'm gonna let this spinach boil down, and then I'll serve up, because the person who requests this chicken foot soup here today is my little Natalie girl, who is doing the camera right now, and she's gonna be our taste tester today to taste the soup for us, right?
Yes.
Because you request chicken foot soup. So the soup is done and done to perfection. I'm gonna start plating up. So check out the finished product. Steaming hot at the moment. Very nice and warm and comforting on a very cold night, or any night or day of the week. Chicken foot and split pea soup with some provision and lots of veggie. So we have our taste tester here, Natalie.
Hi.
Go ahead and dig in for the soup and let us know how you like it.
Okay.
Okay, Natalie.
Okay. That is so good. I taste a little bit of the pepper, which that goes really good with the soup, and that's good for any colds that you guys have or anyone. Should I
Be
dig into
careful,
this?
it's so hot, okay? Cut a piece.
Okay.
Cut a piece off, and I know you wanted this a long time ago.
I know, I love
Blow
chicken
it
feet.
before you eat it.
Cheers. That is really good. Like extremely good. You need to try out this. It's so nice and tasty. It's like falling off the bone, and it's like nice and gooey, which has a good texture.
Yep, and I can see it's really nice and soft. So you enjoy the soup that you requested?
I enjoy it very much.
Natalie loves soup, and so do I.
Any kind of soup is really good. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can get our latest videos. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.